it up, run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up, count it up. Hey, hundreds and fifties and 20s, no fives and no singles, don't count on them. Hey, she wanted like me cause her lame, she can't count on him. She tried to be nosy and hit up my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him.
Hey, hey, we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, let them keep the score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, one point to God. Big numbers, big numbers.
Coach, the sun is set in Chicago. The temps have dipped and will continue to do so. Jacket and blanket weather. It's that time of year at Soldier Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Chicago Bears. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. This will be taken very short.
Let's go, baby. First and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
Not today, you are. Not today.
This is Kenyon Drake, the fourth-year man from Alabama. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
The last run got 3. Now here's second and 7.
Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback.
Now Darnold. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Jannard Avery able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Bravo. 53's mine. Check. 53's mine. What's the run? Hey,
third and long. It's Darnold. And the pressure gets to him again. Nick Bosa in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. Not a big deal on that one. Just your everyday 67-yard punt. Long field ahead and a first and 10. Now a first-time Pro Bowler from a year ago, Lamar Miller. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's second and 9. Here's second and 9, just a yard on that last run. Shotgun now for Rodgers. It's complete. Stills. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. A first down carry now for Miller. Tackle made there by Jordan Poyer.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On second down, here's Miller. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on third down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Rodgers going to try and throw on third down. And it's complete. Hooper. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that. Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, to have that dagger play, to have that play and just finish them off right now, because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On play action. Now Rodgers. He's going to air one out. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Hey, orbit. Here we go. Mike 59. Mike 59.
Now Rodgers throwing again. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle.
52, Mike 52. Hey, Delta. Hey, Mike 52, Mike 52. Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus. 52's the Mike, boys. 52.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. And that will be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. The 55-yard attempt, normally you'd say well within his range. A little surprised he came up short.
And he knew it immediately, didn't he? They are so calibrated, aren't they? They can tell the touch, the feel. When they put the foot to the ball, whether it's going to be good or not, he knew immediately he didn't have that one.
They'll run here with a former Steeler. This is Le'Veon Bell. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief. Territory.
Le'Veon Bell, the ball carrier. He's across midfield to the 48-yard line. It's a gain of 7.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Running, it's Drake. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. The stop was made by Jannard Avery.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Mike.
Darnold on third down. He's got Evans. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. An effective 7-yard third down conversion. No score after one on EA Sports. Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Mike. I got him.
On first down, it's Darnold. He completes it to Evans. 23 yards, the final tally.
I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains, and really it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's their best guy.
Yeah, we knew that they would get him involved early. They're doubling down on getting him involved early.
Don't be surprised if they'll come right back to him again. They haven't shown the propensity to be able to stop him.
Call it a loss of 2 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. All right, D, let's go. All right, D.
Here's Darnold. Complete. It's Henry. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Ready. 50, plant. Check 53's Mike. I'm on.
He can run for it, and he will. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. It's their quarterback. His 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are on the board first here tonight. So they're down in the red zone. They opt to utilize his legs instead of the arm. It works out pretty well.
I like what they were thinking there because in most situations now, defense is accounting for all the other runners on the field and, of course, for pass plays. But the quarterback position, oftentimes it is unaccounted for. Offense coordinator felt it, dialed it right up.
Inside the red zone, is this something teams should maybe, depending on the quarterback, do more often?
Definitely. If you've got a quarterback who can actually move it with his legs, that's an extra option and an extra weapon for you. I think they should utilize it more often.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
On play action, it's Rodgers. He's going to launch this thing way downfield into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer, and they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Pick it up, defense. Let's go. Ready. Let's go.
Back to throw, Darnold. And this is caught by Evans. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 23 yards the pickup there.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
Check 25, check 25. Under 10, under 10.
Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage, anybody could run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys, good. Yeah. Backside guys, that's what you're supposed to do.
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable gain.
On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be second down. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. Actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they've wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Throwing here on third down, Darnold. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Nick Bosa, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And Lutz puts this one through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
Let's go.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
At the 30-yard line.
The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. From the 30 on second down, Rodgers, and finding the tight end Hooper. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 44-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Hey, my 7. Check 59, Mike.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. A first trip to the red zone for KC. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17.
Push him back. Check. For the 50. Back to the Mike. Mike back to. Go. Back to. 52. Rabbit.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Kenny Stills, as the first half is winding down, as they are now on the board here in the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. And a lot of football. Full half to be played. 19 seconds showing to play in the half as they come up here 1st and 10. Darnold sets up the screen to Lewis. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
I'm going to hit you all day, baby.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. So we come upon halftime here at Soldier Field with the Bears out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Hey, Charlie, you don't see me and you like me. Mike's 59. Mike's 59. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And his pass incomplete. Austin Hooper, the intended receiver, but now it'll be 3rd down.
His struggles finding open receivers continue. I don't know the last time I saw him this inconsistent throwing the football.
It would be hard to find a date when he was this inconsistent. You know, in his locker, he keeps the word poise printed on an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. He needs to find that poise right now.
He certainly does. In fact, I would suggest he laminate it.
Hey, Echo. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Check 59.
Rodgers now to throw on 3rd down. It's complete to Grant. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City 1st down. I think everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming.
And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed. He actually was able to hold on to the ball. He brought the lumber on that play. Give my man a whole lot of credit for taking the hit and possessing the football.
And picking up the 1st down. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City 1st down.
1st down, Chiefs.
Check. Lucky.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Miller. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Let's go. 59 mark. Hey, box truck.
Now Rodgers. His throw incomplete. Cameron Meredith, the intended target, and it's 3rd down. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you, with your IQ, you can pull that off. That's complete to Meredith. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the first down in the process. Rodgers now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Rodgers operating from the gun. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Frank Clark has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Hey, Steve 6. Steve 6. 52's the mic.
To try again after the sack. Rodgers. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Adam Thielen, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. This time, the extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know in the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Right back to Drake. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Sometimes with the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Check 53. In your face. Switch. Lady. Lady.
Darnold on first down. Forced out to, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The sack by Harold Landry, the former Boston College.
Absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. Red 80. Just like that.
Here's Darnold. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Hey, Alpha. 53 to Mike. 53. Check 53. Record.
Now Darnold. And Robinson with a big catch. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
Tight dog. Hatch it. Get it.
2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down.
Right there. Dead, baby.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
We're going to sign. 53 is the mark. Watch the run.
From the 45 on second down, Darnold. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A gain there of 21 yards.
first and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. So we come up here on first and 10. A handoff out of the pistol. It's Drake. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
First and 10 at the 10-yard line.
Time. 53. Mike. Too little, cut.
And this is going to be intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Byron Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I don't think we'll have to look very hard to find our play of the game. That was an absolutely monstrous big play right there. Backs to the wall. The offense has it in the red zone, driving for the winning score. And he says, not on my watch. And that is one happy bunch on the sidelines.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And all the way to the 25 before he's hit and dropped. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. He sets to fire deep. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Mike, 53. Here we go.
To throw is Darnold. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
Let's go!
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal.
49, check 49.
On 1st and goal, Drake. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so, and one of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you can darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
They'll try and pound it in with Drake. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. This is 3rd and goal. This Chiefs defense, they're giving it all they got.
Check now, lady.
They'll try to run this one in. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal. The kick by Lutz is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. Well, you talk about clutch. That one was right down Broadway, and this game's all even here in the 4th.
Yeah, he didn't leave any doubt, did he? Good snap, good hold, dead center. Almost like a big-time golfer in a major, firing at a pin from the fairway, trying to win the tournament going down the stretch. Well, so much for the worry about how they would be after losing their lead. What a big-time return to seize the momentum back.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Lamar Miller able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about it if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And they're facing a big 3rd down now in this tie ball game. They'll try to run for it with Miller. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. They'll try to punch it in with Miller. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the Bears' 4-yard line.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
Hey, 88. Hey, 2. You might get tired of seeing me. 51,
Now Rodgers. And that's going to be caught. touchdown. And they've broken our tie here in the final minute. The point after try for Gostkowski. And it's no good. Well, that could be a critical miss here in a one-score game in the fourth. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Jerry Hughes in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. The Bears on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and forever. Darnold now to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. So down 6, and they know they need this one on 4th down. They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. He's going to let it fly. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more. Little insult to injury here late in the game. And he pulled it. Oh, my goodness. It's no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. And I don't think this was blocked. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They have time here, partner, for just one final heave.
And I have to look at it from the defense's perspective here. We know what they're going to do on offense. The Hail Mary, try and get guys down there and throw it in the end zone, tip it around and catch it. You've got to have guys back there to defend that, but also you can't allow the quarterback as much time as he wants to set up and throw it. Maybe you bring a little extra pressure to make sure he gets rid of it quicker.
A little bit of a cat and mouse game. We'll see if they bring that pressure. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Chiefs, it's a good 5th win for them as they play out the string. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Bears, they'll be guaranteed a finish of no better than 500 as they drop to 7-8. And they'll be off to Minneapolis next week for a look at new U.S. Bank Stadium and a date with the Vikings. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.